not just go to the listing agent? Well, the buyer's agent's job is to look out for your best interest, to make sure they are watching your back, to help make sure that you know everything that you can possibly know about that property. And there's a lot more to it than that. Some people think that we just go and we just unlock the door and we get a check. We're like, oh yeah, that's it, and ride off in the sunset. There's a lot to it. I wish it was that easy. That would be awesome. But there's so much to it. My average checklist has 30 to 60 items on it per transaction. Okay, and that's just the basics. That's just to make sure I have everything I have to have covered. So property search, of course, helping you identify properties that match what you're looking for, the area, and your budget. And a lot of people want extra features, and we look out for that too. Then, of course, there's pre-showing research. I know I like to look at a house to research as much as I can before we ever show up to look at it. That way, I can speak to the buyer about it. They're fully informed about what I know about the property. Then the showing schedule, we go look at the house. And while we're there, I like to look for things that are red flags. You look and you see water stains all over the ceiling. Probably need to get a roofer or a home inspector to look at that. Ask questions, things like that to make notes of, to make sure that everything's being taken care of. Let's say you love the house. You're like, I got to have it. It's mine. Okay. Are there multiple offers? What would be a great offer? What kind of things should we look at? That's where the market analysis comes into play to help to let you know what's going on in the market. Then there's negotiation, of course. We continue that. Hopefully get the house under contract. Okay. So now it's under contract. Now what? Okay. Well, we've got inspections. We've got due diligence, earnest money fees. We've got attorneys, people like that all this paperwork has to go through, lenders. And all this stuff has dates on it, so we have to make sure that we're keeping up with all of the dates and making sure everything's on track. So let's say we get the home inspection back. Now we look over the home inspection, make sure it looks good. If it doesn't, we need other inspections to be done. We may have to extend some dates, do some other things like that. And a lot of real estate agents will help buyers, coordinate inspections and things like that, because a lot of buyers are busy, they're working, they're doing things. So we try to help them the best that we can. I know I do. And then we give advice and guidance along the way. So if that inspection comes back, like I said, there's some things going on with it. So now we need to know how much it's going to cost to fix it. So then you get into another round of negotiations. Do we want the sellers to repair this stuff? You're going to ask for money back. Things like that. There's a lot of that kind of thing that happens with it. And we're trying to get it along to the finish line and make sure that the buyers know everything they can know about a property, to make sure that when they sign the paper, they know everything about that property they can, and they are comfortable with it, and they are happy with it, because that's what I want. I want happy buyers. And then we get to the finish line. We get to the closing day. We get to the final walkthrough. How does the house look? Is everything okay? And then there's post-sale support. Why not just go to the seller's agent? Well, they work for the seller. Their job is to look out for the seller's best interest. The seller has a relationship with these people. They've already sat down with them at the coffee table, wherever. They've signed the paperwork. They've got to know them. And they trust the agent enough to list their house. Okay. And their job is to get the sellers the best deal possible. Now, you may sometimes run into what's called dual agency, where the same agent is helping the buyer and the seller, but they have to remain totally neutral. So I don't really know how that would help buyers. But the buyer's agent's job is to look out for you and only you in your best interest. All right.